He was forced out of California, was driven out by a system that punished ambition, crushing taxes, suffocating bureaucracy, and the relentless restrictions and grind of everyday life that eat people alive. So he made the boldest decision of his entire career. He walked away from everything he's ever known to start fresh in Mexico and build his whole new life from the ground up. It just wasn't a relocation. It was a complete transformation. And by the end of the story, you'll see exactly why escaping California wasn't just a gamble. Staying would have been the real disaster.
Welcome to a brand new episode of Faces of Cabo. We're here to uncover the real stories of people who dare to build, live, and thrive in Mexico. Those who took a leap of faith to follow their dreams. If this is your first time to the channel, welcome. My name is James and I'm your host here at Fearless in Cabo. This is one of the main reasons why I wanted to start this channel to begin with. I wanted to create a community and a space where we can teach, learn, and grow from each other's experiences. The good, the bad, and the ugly. Today we're going to meet Johnny. He was born and raised in the streets of Brooklyn, New York. Before moving across the country in his early adolescence to the Valley of the Sun, Phoenix, Arizona, where he began building his life as an entrepreneur and a restaurateur. Later on in life, he continued his journey on to California, growing his career and managing multiple restaurants. But the stress of it all began to weigh heavily on his life. Something had to change. What he did next would completely alter the course of his life, and if it's not a choice most people would ever dare to make. That bold decision carried him to the beautiful beaches of Cabo San Lucas, Mexico, a place of sun, opportunity, and a fresh start that would test him in ways he could never even imagine. What happened next would totally redefine everything he knew about life, work, and following your passions. The synchronicities in our lives are striking. We're both New Yorkers, both raised in Phoenix, and both entrepreneurs who somehow ended up in Cabo. Yet what he discovered here, that's where the real story begins. He took a bold leap of faith and opened a New York deli, something the city has never seen before, but truly needed. Today, he's not just running a successful business, he's proof of what it takes of building something extraordinary as an expat. His story shows how dreams can become reality in a new country and how others can do the same. And if you have a story to tell, a journey that can inspire others to take a leap of faith, I can help you put it to words and bring your video to life. You have no idea how many lives your story could touch and inspire. Reach out to me at fearlessincabo@gmail.com or right here on YouTube. I'd love the opportunity to tell your story. I hope you enjoy this incredible episode of Faces of Cabo. I truly appreciate your time and attention and the opportunity to share this fascinating story with you. If you haven't already, go ahead and hit the like and subscribe button. It helps us reach more people and share this amazing story with the world. Your support means everything and allows us to keep bringing inspirational journeys like this to life. I wish you all nothing but the best. Take care, my friends, and enjoy. If you haven't already and you enjoy this type of content, go ahead and hit the like button and the subscribe button. I would really appreciate it. Thanks so much.
So what was that one thing that just put you over the edge and said, you know what, I'm giving up everything. I'm headed to Mexico and I'm not looking back?
Well, I'll tell you, what pushed me over the edge was just how hard it is to work in California and all the taxes and kind of the things you have to go through in order to own a business there. And, you know, kind of the just beginning of COVID, and that was it. And I said, let's try Mexico. And obviously I know Cabo from coming down for 20 years, but that was the final edge to get me to move.
So is the financial stress, the burden and bureaucracy of
that's exactly
of government?
That's exactly it. It's almost in California, you work twice as hard and make not so much versus being other places that I've been in my life working. So
that just seems so extreme to a lot of people out there.
Yeah.
I mean, this is Johnny, by the way. How are you doing, Johnny?
Great. Thank you so much.
Yeah, he's from Brooklyn, New York. I'm a New Yorker as well, so we hit it off right off the bat. Usually New Yorkers has a way of seeing eye to eye. They're usually pretty direct people, very straightforward. Yep. They tell it how it is. And you've been in Cabo for 6 years?
Just almost 6 years now,
okay.
Yes.
And he opened this amazing New York deli restaurant. Tell me about it. I love this place. For one, I wanted to tell a story first.
Yeah.
The thing that sold me at first, I came in here actually just to just check it out. I was actually hungry because I had ate like 30 minutes beforehand, but I came to check it out and I'm like, oh my God, it's a New York deli right here in freaking Cabo. And I said, the guy has 8 parking spots and air conditioner. I'm already sold. That is like the bare minimum. And like, you'd be surprised how many restaurants in Cabo don't even have, not even 1, but 2 parking spots, let alone air conditioner. Yeah. So go ahead, I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. Yeah, that was one of the selling points of this spot was parking and obviously air conditioning. I mean, you could probably count on your fingers how many places actually are fully air conditioned here. But no, I mean, the idea is very simple. I've been here at the time 5 years and went back in January to visit family and literally just got off the plane and was like, I'm dying for a good sandwich. Very hard to find here. And I did that. And then 4 days later, I took a pen and a napkin out on the plane and how do I do this here in Cabo? So through my 35 years of restaurant business background, I reached out to people and then formed this. But really it was, I love food. Have my whole life and had restaurants, some Michelin star rated to regular, Italian restaurants. And I just like good food and I wanted to have good food for people that are missing something. We miss things in Cabo and, good meat, good cheeses, sandwiches, fresh, homemade, is what I miss. So
all successful businesses, the owner finds a need and a want and a desire for people to fulfill. He solves a problem. There's no Italian deli in Cabo, and he solved that problem. I think it's ingenious. I love Italian delis. I love amazing sandwiches. You got a customer for life over here. I'll tell you that.
Thank you.
So I had his, what your number one Italian food?
The Godfather.
Oh, I loved it. I had it the other day. It was the best Italian sandwich I've ever had. And where's this location? If you could tell everyone where we're located at.
So just really a block off the main street as you come in to Cabo. And a lot of people know it because you go pay your taxes at the building kind of 2 or 3 streets down, blocks down. And then, around the corner from Panache, those are kind of the how I explain it to people where we are.
We're 2 blocks from the marina, right?
Yeah, 2 blocks off the marina.
Okay.
So.
And we're right near the entrance of Pedregal. So it's pretty centrally located, and I think this is an amazing idea. And
thank you.
Do you have anything going in the works right now in the future, or we're going to keep that in the oven?
I won't say exactly what it is, but we certainly have.
It's coming. You got to stay tuned.
Things are coming.
Come in and check out his restaurant. This place is top notch. I love the food, and he's got great ambiance. And you never have to worry about a parking spot. And that's one of the big headaches here in Cabo is finding parking. Why is this so impossible for owners to even have, they don't even care about their customers, about where they park.
It's hard.
I mean,
Parking's
you would
hard.
think that's common sense.
Parking is hard here. There's no doubt about it.
No.
But yeah, we have it, so we're fortunate for that.
Yeah. Let me ask you this, Johnny. What was your best memory from growing up as a kid in Brooklyn?
Yeah, well, I obviously born there, have family there. Moved out west young, but obviously all my other family, other than immediate, was there. So I'd go visit. And growing up there, had an aunt and uncle who had a deli as well. Good friends who had a pizzeria.
Yeah.
So it was just great going there. The food also. I'm pretty old, so we're talking a long time ago. But 45 years ago, it was just different. You just walk. You knew your neighbors. You knew people, and it was just a really fun vibe. And Brooklyn was great because it was so cultural. From huge Italian to Jewish to Irish they just had all these different sets.
You're Italian, I see?
I am.
Did you grow up in the Italian neighborhood?
I was born in Bensonhurst, which is mostly an Italian neighborhood.
Okay.
And I have also a bunch of family in Italy.
What do you miss most about Brooklyn?
The food.
The food. Yeah.
The food. I mean, you can just get so much. It's just not Italian food, right? It's just
you never get
amazing
sick of
food.
it.
Never get sick of it, and you have many choices, and that's what I miss. That's what I miss.
When you first arrived in Cabo, what hit you the hardest?
The roads.
The roads were the biggest shock.
The roads were a shock. As far as culturally, I've been coming to Cabo for a long time.
On vacation.
On vacation, over 20 years. So I know it. To live here, I didn't, but knew it as visitor.
Yeah, coming here on vacation and living here are two different animals.
Different, right? So when you come and your first place is a condo that's on a dirt road, and somebody says, "Where do you live?" And you're like, "Take the dirt road and take a right." It's funny, but no. I mean, I love it here. There's certainly some things to get used to: water, roads. The calm and I would say time thing is very different,
The manana time?
Yes, manana time.
So which triggers you most? Manana time, the lack of water, or the expense of water, or the roads?
The expense.
Because this is something every American or Canadian or European is going to have to deal with when they move to Cabo, is we don't have the best roads. We have probably one of the worst roads in Mexico.
Yep.
We don't have the best water, and it's expensive too.
Very expensive.
And we don't have. Let's see, what was the third?
Oh, it's the water, the road, and the time.
Oh yeah, the manana
when
time.
you come here, So for me, big city guy, lived in Arizona for a long time, California, obviously New York a little. So for me, it was just coming here and relaxing. Like, hey, we'll do that tomorrow, or I'll meet you at 2:00, and then somebody shows up at 3:30. You just have to accept it. It's the way, and you get used to it after a while. It does calm you too. You're not in that hustle and bustle anymore.
So. Did you ever think that this was a huge, massive mistake coming out to Mexico? And you're like, what the hell did I do? Why did I live in the United States? I live in the most beautiful country in the world, and I moved to Mexico. What did I do? Well, you never thought that?
Not really. I was fortunate. I moved with a business partner of mine, Julie, and she's great. We're like family, and so it was much easier for me to move here. But no, there's trials and tribulations. Absolutely. I mean, you move here. It's obviously a foreign country, but language barrier, and just things that we're used to, accustomed to having in the United States, that, or if you're from Canada, wherever, that you don't have that luxury here. So I don't think I would say I regret anything or thought, what am I doing here? But certainly there's a time to get used to different things.
Sure, yeah. It takes a lot of adjustment. And you got to have an open mind. Mexico is not for everyone. Cabo is not for everyone. But I tell you what, we have the best weather in the world.
It's fabulous.
9-10 months a year. This place is off the charts. It is utopia. I mean, our average temperature is 65 to 85, 10 months a year. You cannot beat that. The weather is awesome. We have some of the most amazing beaches, not only in Mexico, but the world.
Yeah. Yes. So it's incredible.
It's insane. But what fears did you have about moving to Mexico? Everyone has a little fears.
Yeah, of course. Just, would I be welcomed? Are you welcomed? Getting adjusted to just the way of life here. And then also, you're leaving family and friends behind. And when you come here, am I going to be able to adjust and make new friends? But it turns out and you know this as well, there's great people here. And whether they're local or have moved here or even, tourists, it's a great atmosphere.
Yeah, Cabo is truly a special place. If there's one thing I didn't realize before I moved here, it was the people. Yeah. Because I moved here for the weather, for the beaches, and for the peaceful atmosphere, but I never even thought the people would be the one that win me over the most.
Yeah, I agree.
And that's truly, I would definitely agree. And just Cabo's a different place than Mexico in general, and the people are just, it's a different energy. And it's hard to explain. It's just special. And had you been to other beach cities and other cities in Mexico?
I have. I spent.
Did you ever think about another city, or were you contemplating between the two?
It's funny. I didn't ever think of another place, but I did have the luxury of 5 years prior to moving to Cabo. I had a boat that I kept down in Ensenada.
Oh, okay.
And so I would go back to Ensenada a couple times a month, and I did this for 9 months. And so I got to know that area a little bit and everything. And it's a nice area and it's great. Definitely different than Cabo.
Yeah, how is it mainly different? I mean, I've been there several times.
Yeah, I would just say, well, it's small. For Ensenada, it's really
smaller than Cabo?
Yeah, it's small. And there's not that many beaches there. So it's interesting. You go there and you're on the water, but there's not a lot of beaches and not
the beaches are crowded, I think, from the last time I remember. I mean, I went in my college days.
The ones that are there are very crowded. And then, Rosarita is about an hour away. That's a very popular spot for people to come over the border and go to. Yeah.
What did you love so much about Cabo besides, the people? What first brought you here?
The ocean, being close to the ocean. I'm an ocean guy. Born in the East Coast, West Coast saved me. That's what I always say. But yeah, I really truly love the ocean here.
What beaches were you going to in California?
So I lived in Laguna Beach for a long time. So Laguna, and then I moved kind of upward, Manhattan Beach, and then the last place I was up near Santa Barbara.
That's beautiful.
So yeah, it's beautiful. But
how does it compare to Santa Barbara?
Similar. Not as expensive. Cabo is expensive, but certainly not as expensive as Santa Barbara or Laguna Beach area.
But if you're going to buy a house here, you can get houses 20 times more in Santa Barbara probably 50 times more in Santa Barbara than it is in Cabo.
And that's the one thing great about Cabo. It is expensive when you're comparing it to a Mazatlan or other Mexico cities. But there still is a lot of value to be had here. Especially, get a house with an ocean view and all that is almost impossible in Laguna or Santa Barbara.
What's the biggest adjustment you've had to make since moving to Cabo?
It's a good question.
There's no right or wrong.
Yeah. No, I would just say.
If you haven't had any, that's fine too.
No, I have. I mean, you have to learn to communicate with people, and you have to understand their culture, because their culture isn't like in the United States. If I have a plumbing issue, I just I pick up the phone, call the plumber, pay them, they're there, and I need you right away, and they're there pretty rapidly, pretty quickly. Here it's different, right? You may have to wait a day, you may have to, and it's so getting used to this kind of culture atmosphere of how they nothing's an emergency, which is nice. If you're from a big city, it's like that's totally different and that's nice. But in certain situations, you're like, come on.
Yeah. Do you speak fluent Spanish?
I don't, and I'm learning more and more every day, but I speak enough to get by. Okay. As you know, in Cabo, we're fortunate. A lot of people speak English as
most
well.
of the people, I would say, 60%?
I think so.
About speak English. We're pretty blessed and lucky. I guess it makes us lazy sometimes. Google Translator is my friend. How about yours?
I'd be done without it.
And so pictures, and usually 80% of the way we communicate is usually through body language. So it helps good if you really have good intuition and can pick up on what people are thinking or saying or their thoughts. What challenges have forced you the most growth out of you? What's forced you to grow here?
I'm pretty want to go all the time kind of person, and just to learn how to relax and really enjoy what we have here has been very different for me.
So you're going to master patience in this lifetime.
Yes, I will.
I think that's a big life lesson for everyone.
It is, yeah.
So what part of your past has prepared you most for living in Mexico?
Actually, believe it, probably the restaurant
business.
Yeah, just from employees to meeting all different kind of people. You kind of in this business, you adjust to understanding people, and that really helped me. And a lot of my employees, were either had lived in Mexico and came to the United States. To
the ones in Phoenix.
Phoenix and LA and up and down the coast of California. So it was great. I mean, they're a hardworking culture.
How many restaurants have you managed or owned?
So I've owned 8 different restaurants plus this one now, and
all Italian.
No, did everything from steak and seafood, high end, to Italian. To a sports bar. My first ever thing, which I'm happy to say is still going. Is Marley's Sports.
I went there years ago, Marley's Bar and Grill. That place had the best wings ever, and I think he's responsible for that.
I don't know about that. I doubt that.
So if you're ever in Phoenix, go look up Marley's Grill. That place has the most amazing wings ever. So living here in Cabo, how has it changed you as a person, if any? Do you think it has?
Oh yeah. I'm much calmer. Some would say not, but I am much calmer. But also, it's just you have to learn. Again, you have to learn that things are going to be different here. And so for me, it's been a learning curve. Even to date, still sometimes it's like, I don't understand why this isn't happening, but it's just the way it is, and you kind of take that in, and then you learn from it, and that's how.
We talked about this the other day, and it's just sometimes in Cabo I feel like I'm in quicksand, and like getting anything done here can take hours. Like just yesterday, I was getting my car washed, and they did a full clean car wash. It was like 2 hours. I'm like, I wasted 2 hours of my day for a car wash.
The good news is it was only $7.
I mean, they did an amazing job in 2 hours. So I'm just pretty much some of my day is shot for a car wash. And a car wash it's detrimental in this city because
It is.
you know, even half a day your car's filthy.
Exactly.
You know,
Exactly.
because there's a lot of dirt on the road because there's so much construction going on.
There is a lot of
because
construction.
everyone wants to move here. You know, I would say probably 30% of the homes being built are new construction.
Yeah.
And so,
Yeah.
what do you think you can get about Cabo that you can't get anywhere else? What do you truly love about Cabo that you can't get anywhere else?
I mean, I think you get two things here. You get great weather for a large portion of the year, which you can probably get at some places, but not readily available, or I should say maybe money-wise, cost affordable,
Sure.
right? So it's affordable here, and I love that about it. But the other thing is, for me, again, I'm a really big ocean guy, so it's kind of my animal spirit, so to speak, is the ocean.
Yeah.
So I just love being able to be so close to it every day, see it, go down to the marina, take a walk, or whatever it is. And I really love that about here. And it's very easy to do, where some places, if you live in LA and you want to go to Santa Monica, you could be stuck in an hour's traffic just to get there. Then it's the parking, then it's the pier has got thousands of people on it.
Yeah.
And it's here, it's very easy to go to Chileno or wherever you want to go.
We don't really have a traffic problem in Cabo. We have a road problem.
Yes.
And that's the problem.
That is.
There's one road in and one road out.
Well, exactly.
And that's pretty much it. And the government needs to find a way to make roads more accessible for the residents here. Because, I'm sure it drives everyone insane. The water and the roads are probably the two biggest triggers, not only for the locals, but for all the, the people moving here from another country or an expat or whatever
for sure
you want to call them. But
for sure.
How do you compare the weather from Maui to Cabo?
In Maui, so I spent a lot of time in Maui too, growing up.
And I was thinking about moving there before I came to Cabo.
Oh, wow.
It was on my top 5 list.
Yeah.
And I ruled it out because of the cost of living.
It's very expensive. Cost of living there is expensive.
So how much would this cost in Maui?
Yeah.
Like $4?
Yeah, it'd
Probably
be up
about
there.
$4.
It would be up
80
there.
pesos, 85 pesos.
Yeah.
But is the humidity, it's less humid there?
Yeah, a little less humid there.
Okay.
But it gets hot during the summer, but a little less humid. And Maui is probably one of the few places you could have picked that I would say there's even less of a balance of weather. It's like literally like 85 to 75, and you're just in that zone.
Oh wow,
for
that's what I wanted.
A long
I wanted
time.
Major consistency.
Yeah, a long time.
Yeah.
But Maui is extremely expensive. Even when I was going there many years ago, and now with the unfortunately happens of part of the island, just last year with the fires and all that. So I have not personally been back, although I do have friends and I've spoken to them, and it's a different place right now with that.
I think oddly enough, it was like, it was the cost of living. I love food, so I didn't really want to give up food.
Very expensive.
And Nostradamus predicted it to go into the ocean by the year 2050.
Yeah.
So I kind of believe the guy. He's been right about just about everything.
Yeah.
So I figured, Cabo might be the best bet. It's So, what's the one thing that you hate the most about Cabo that you wish you could change? What was the one thing that you hate about Cabo you wish you could change if you had the power to change something?
So for me, I wish that everyone that lived here not felt the same as I do about the ocean and taking care of it, but just the cleanliness.
Yeah.
I think, again, culturally, sometimes you grow up and some of the locals have grown up here where it's just not a thing, recycling and these type of things. And I just wish where it was a better system for trash and recycling and taking care of what we have here, because it's so beautiful. And you hate driving down a road and seeing any litter or anything.
Yeah, it's such a beautiful city.
Yeah.
And I wish people could be more conscious too about the city that we live, because truly it's a gift to live here.
It is.
So it's unfortunate. So that sometimes that happens. What is how? Tell me about the stuff about getting everything, getting simple stuff done in Cabo. Just like, tell me about the thing that you would shock people about getting the last thing which you thought would be easy, turned out to be really a back pain to get done. What was the last thing that you did that was just challenge you, and it should have been simple?
Well, I think we had a discussion the other day about this. Just funnily, is car parts.
Car parts.
Car parts. I think you were talking about tires.
I can't even find tires for my SUV. I have a Nissan Armada, and there's like 2 tire stores or 3 tire stores in the entire town. Costco, they didn't have it, and on top of it, they said they couldn't even take the rims off my tires off my car. They said you can order them through them, but I'd have to pay someone else to put them on.
I literally waited 5. I needed suspension, which for you is if you live in Cabo, you understand. At some point, you're going to need new suspension. And I needed some, and they just could not. It literally was 5 months to get something down here, and it was just.
And you tried Mercado Libre?
Yeah.
You tried Amazon?
They didn't have nothing, and it was just pretty interesting. To stay on the cars, like you take your car to the Cadillac or Chevy dealer, and they literally tell you we can't do that. And so it's just it's interesting, right? It's a dealership, but they can't do something there.
Well, I got a brand new Nissan Armada. They can't even fix it here because it's not under warranty. But it is under warranty in the States, but not here. So it can be a gut punch sometimes.
It's a challenge.
What do you miss most about the States?
Go back to food. No, I you know what I really miss, honestly, is I miss concerts. I miss cultural things. Being able to go to a ball game. Just if you want the choices, right? So our choices here are really beach oriented. Sometimes certainly there's Thursday nights you can go to the walk in San Jose, which is lovely. The art walk. But to actually get concerts and cultural things and those I missed, being able to go do something different. That's what I really miss.
Well, we're only a 2-hour flight if you need to go there. So
that's true.
So when was the last time you went back to the States?
I was there in January.
And you were there, was that for business or pleasure?
Nah, just to go see some family.
Some family? Now,
pleasure.
Do you remember, did you drive or fly?
No, I flew.
Did you miss Cabo?
Not while I was gone.
But
once I got back, I was like, this is great, because you get to see the hustle and bustle again and all of that.
Usually I drive back and I shit you not. I get in the car and I already start missing the place. I'm like, how is that even possible? I've never missed the city.
I only went for 5 days, so it was just that cusp of not being able to miss it too much. But
that's interesting. So what? How different are you compared to the guy you were 6 years ago?
I'm different. I mean, I'm definitely.
You think you're a lot more calm, obviously, right?
Calmer, more patient. These are not strong points for me, by the way. And also, I've learned a lot in the business sense. Like starting a business here is very different too, and learning a business like Julie and I have has been a big, a really big learning curve.
What is the biggest misconception Americans get wrong about living in Mexico or living in Cabo?
I have never had, not one time, an issue with safety. Not one time. And it's amazing how many of my friends or clients will ask about, hey, I heard this. Or
did you get kidnapped?
Did anything bad happen? And it's just like, it's incredible. I mean, it's an incredibly safe place down here.
So would you say 80%, 90%, or 99% of the stuff in the media is lies about Mexico?
95%.
95%.
Yeah, 95%, honestly. Here in Cabo.
Yeah.
I know there's issues in other places, but here in Cabo, fortunately, we just don't have them.
I would say 99.9%.
Yeah, maybe that's right too.
And
maybe
I've been to Mexico City. I've been to like 15 different cities in Mexico, and I've never felt unsafe ever.
Yeah.
And the politicians and the news media in the States, they want to keep you in fear, and they want to control and manipulate you just so you can spend your US dollars in their own country.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. I mean, there was just something, as you well aware of, maybe 2 or 3 months ago it's been now, about some threat against Americans, but we have seen nothing.
Yeah, that was they posted all these photos of
actually even the people here said it was farce.
It was total bullshit.
Yeah,
what
bullshit.
was it? They wasn't the photos of someone hanging over a bridge or something? Like that?
Well, it was a sign and saying Americans aren't welcome and all this thing. And it's just not true. And even if you talk to locals, you have a lot of friends that are local here and from Cabo. They're the opposite of that. They are friendly and want us and you form friendships.
Yeah. How is it opening a business here in Mexico compared to the States? Is it more red tape, less red tape? Is it harder, you think?
It's not about red tape. I wouldn't say that, but it is. There's a lot to learn. There's a big learning curve. And Julie and I really had to learn that curve together.
Yeah. You're earning that patience back.
Yeah, earning that patience.
You might get 2 of them.
So. Oh yeah. But the hardest thing here again is, okay, you have a plan, you have a place. Mm-hmm. How do you get that done, right? Mm-hmm. The building of it, the build out of it. Glass doors. There's not glass door factory here, so the time that it takes, and then just it's very different. For me, everything we bring in is flown in. Yeah, everything.
That's truly amazing. We didn't talk about that early, but for his restaurant, all of his meats and cheeses and are flown in from the States.
Even the drinks from Italy, from New York.
I mean, that's got to be such a costly expense.
It is.
But he's a perfectionist, and he wants nothing but the best for his clientele.
Yeah.
So I can tell, just by the level of food, that he delivers, is just exceptional.
Thank you.
And so it will pay off. And it's hard, I'm sure, starting a business anywhere in the world, but especially in another country. I can only imagine.
Yeah.
So what surprised you the most about dealing with suppliers and getting government permits in Mexico?
So there's definitely a process here, and you have to start a corporation, which takes a long time here in the States.
Okay.
Literally, you can have a corporation within a week, right?
So you don't need to be a Mexican citizen.
You don't have to be.
Are you a permanent resident?
And we're residents here, so that helps. And we have another corporation because we started 5 years ago, another business. So that was helpful to start a restaurant business, just knowing that part. But it takes a long time to get corporate papers here and everything. And
how long
did
it take?
Right. It takes about 5-6 months.
Oh wow,
depending.
5-6 months.
So and give or take. But it's literally in the U.S. as you know, you can get an EIN number the same day, which is your business number. Yeah. And here it's not like that, and there's a lot of paperwork and things. So that was.
Can you speed up the process?
A little bit, but not much. Not much. Not much.
So, what advice can you give to other expats who dream about opening a business in Mexico?
Sure. I would just say you really, obviously, like any business, have a plan, stick to that plan. Just know that there's going to be variations to it. So you have to be able to kind of, go left a little bit instead of just going straight, or move move in different directions to get it done. My biggest thing here is logistics of actually getting the products.
Sure, yeah. Delivery of goods and availability of goods and services here it's a huge problem.
Yeah.
And it's just, I really don't understand it till this day, and I've lived here 3 years. I don't understand why it takes 14 days to deliver a package from Mexico City to Cabo. Even though it's a 2 or 3 day drive, a 1 day flight, I don't understand it.
Yeah,
and that's what they keep telling me.
No, I know, and they have Amazon here in Mexico, but it is nothing like Amazon.
It's 10 to 14 days for Amazon package delivery.
It's incredibly different.
Yeah, it comes by burro. Yeah.
Sometimes.
Yes. What is the toughest business lesson you've had as Mexico has taught you so far?
So taxes are very interesting down here.
So they're not done every year?
It's not every year, so it's monthly here.
Monthly, wow.
And literally at the end of the month, you clear your books every month, and you have to do it that way down here.
Okay.
And so it's a lot of accounting and a lot of, you can't say, oh, I'll get to that in 2 weeks. I'll get to that. I mean, it's pretty, and
do you like it this way, or have you gotten used to it, I guess?
There's no choice.
Yeah, you don't have a choice.
So you do get used to it, but it is interesting, and it is always a challenge. And poor Julie, she deals with it all the time. Thank goodness I have her, because
she gets the fun stuff.
Yeah, she gets the fun stuff. But no, she's become amazing at it. But you still need accountant, you need it, and it's every month. So it's really interesting, because in the States, you have that end of the year, and then you don't have to file.
And then you can get an extension if you really need it.
Here it's like every month, done. So it's interesting.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it's crazy.
That's crazy. How is the turmoil in the United States, in the U.S. economy, in the housing market? How has it affected your business here in Cabo?
We have Julie and I started a rental vacation business 5 years ago.
So you have property rental business.
Business, Airbnb and so forth, property management. And we've seen definitely this year much slower than years past of the last 5 years. So I think people aren't flying as much. I think flights are expensive. And just the economy as a whole. So it's definitely slower for the deli. We've only been open since June 15th, basically. And it's fine. I don't know the difference yet. But I would say overall, and I'm sure you've seen this too, just driving around in the traffic, and it's just not as busy it normally is by this time of year. But again, I'm sure it'll come around, and Cabo is such a beautiful place. Everybody does want to come.
Yeah, everyone's going to want to come here. The weather is ideal 9 months out of the year.
It's great, right?
And we just got into season. So he's going to show us how to make the most perfect Italian sandwich. And it's his specialty. What is this one called? The Godfather?
Godfather, or Johnny's original. But it's half pound of Italian meats and cheeses on fresh bread and fresh Italian dressing, homemade. So
this is awesome. This is going to be a treat. If you haven't came down here already, you guys got to try this place out. It is truly amazing. So let's go check it out.
Beautiful. All right. So we take a little of the bread out. We put homemade Italian dressing, which is a family recipe for a long time. That's it. And then here, Back that up. Next we do capicola. Capicola, which is from Italy. Just kind of layer it. And then last is Genoa salami, also flown in from Italy. And this is a real nice one. Has a great taste. And there's a mouse. I'll let Frida take over with the extras. But the way we do our Italian sub, Johnny's Godfather, is we put provolone, 3 slices of provolone on it, freshly sliced this morning. And this provolone's aged. It's really good. And then we put lettuce. A little red onion after that. And then we top it off with pepperoncinis. These are from Italy. And it just gives it a little spice, but not spicy. And then little oregano from Calabria, and then salt and pepper. And that's it.
How have the locals taken into your restaurant?
Amazing. It's been a blessing. Everybody
awesome.
That's come in has enjoyed it, and I love that the locals have taken to it, and they love
take a break from tacos.
Take a break from tacos. Yes. Yeah. So you get the art plate.
That's beautiful. It's like a piece of art.
Yes. Yes.
Thank you so much for your time and attention today. I really appreciate it. I can't thank you enough for all the positive comments and all the positive stories that every one of you shared with me about your experiences right here in the Baja. I think it's truly amazing that we're growing in as a community, and we need to be there for each other. I'm absolutely elated that we hit 3,000 subscribers in such a short time period, less than 4 months. Fearless in Cabo, it isn't just about my journey. It's a part of who I am. Your support helps us keep creating what truly matters. If this inspires you, support us on Ko-Fi. Would mean the world to me. God bless you all. We wish you nothing but the best in life. Take care, my friends.